Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another match preview. This is a tricky game to preview from my point of view, based on the opposition, based on the competition, because everything here is brand new to me, and I don't know very much in this situation, but I will try my best. Now, if you missed it earlier on today, I did a reaction to the Champions League draw. If you missed it, there will be a card at the end of the video that you can click on to go and take you to that video. A couple of questions I posed to you in that, little bit of conversation around the draw, around the draw from a City perspective, around the draw in general, just from a neutral perspective, around the other fixtures. Go check that out. If you haven't, at the end of this video, there will be a card, like I said, that you can click on that will take you to that. If you have watched it, thank you very much. And yeah, if you'd like this video as well, really help me out, really help other people find the channel, and subscribe if you're new. Trying to reach 7k as quickly as possible. Now, onto the game. The Club World Cup. Brand new to me. Do I know how it works exactly? No, not a clue. All I know is this is, I think it's just, for us, it's the semi-final, so there's this game and another game to win the competition, and I know we got in this competition because we won the Champions League. Now that all changes next year, I'm pretty sure. I saw a tweet about it saying that it's going to be in America and it's expanded and there's going to be loads of teams in it, and it's, you know, the format's changing essentially. So yeah, do I know how it works? No, not a clue. Am I going to pretend like I know how it works? No. I'm just here to watch football. We'll play the games if we're supposed to play the games, and hopefully we'll come away with a trophy. I mean, yeah, that's about all I got to say on the competition. I mean, I know that it's something that we've never won, we've never competed in before, so it'd be nice to get another trophy this season. Of course, we've already got the Super Cup in the bag. This would be, you know, the cherry on top. This would be the completion, I'd say, because we would have won everything that we possibly can. We would have won everything that we've competed in. Of course, no Europa League, but we haven't competed in that yet. Hopefully that'll remain yet, because you know, we don't want to dip out the Champions League. We love the big ears now. So in terms of opposition, again, I'm gonna be honest, not a clue about anything, to be honest. Like, if you were hoping for any nuggets of information or any little inside knowledge, I'm sorry to say, I got nothing. You know, sometimes with these clubs that you see maybe in pre-season or in, you know, other competitions like this, or maybe even sometimes, you know, European clubs in the Champions League that you never, you know, you don't know much about. Sometimes you look through the squad list and go, oh, I know that person. Oh, I've heard of that person before. They used to play for this club. I took a look at their squad list. I don't recognize a single name. Maybe you do. I don't. I can't tell you. Oh, I know this person. They used to play for this club. I can't. I don't know. Call it, I don't know. You can call it disrespectful or call it whatever, but it's just the truth. I don't know much about our opposition. I don't know how they play. I know they're a Japanese side. That's about as much as I can tell you, realistically. I know they won 1-0 to get here, to this stage. So they're a mixed bag, really. But I don't know what to expect. Of course, I hope the club have done their research and their scouting and they know what to expect. I hope they're more prepared than I am, because I am not prepared whatsoever. So I'll just talk about it from our perspective, from a City perspective, because I know a lot about that. I know much more about that. So in terms of the squad, of course, every single senior player has travelled, regardless of whether they're going to play. So Kevin De Bruyne has travelled, but if you think he's going to play, you'll be mistaken. Don't get your hopes up, is what I'm telling you. This is being done literally straight after I did the Champions League draw reaction. So the press conference, if there is one, when there is one, don't know. But it's not been, so I don't know any updates on Haaland. I don't know any updates on Doku. I know they both travelled. I mean, I saw Doku, he looked fine, but of course, being a muscle injury, there's no visual, you know, implications that anything is wrong there. So do I know if they're going to be fit? Do I know if they're going to start? No, absolutely not. I'm in the dark. I don't know the state of injuries. All I know is whoever was available from last time out against Crystal Palace. God, I wish I can forget that game. So I'll throw a predicted 11 on the screen now. It's very much... I mean, it's the same as I said for Crystal Palace. Apart from where I did switch Bernardo and Foden around this time. Now, this is based on the fact that I don't know whether Haaland is going to be fit for this one. And if he is, he may be placed on the bench just as a, we'd rather give him another game if we can, but if we need him, we'll bring him on, you know what I mean? So I imagine him and Doku won't be just thrown back in for this game, because no disrespect to our opposition, but we shouldn't need them to win this game. We shouldn't need them to win this game. We're more than capable. And in terms of defensively, I mean, he has to play John Stones. For goodness sake, why he didn't play him against Crystal Palace, I don't know. I'm still scratching my head over it. But again, this is a predicted 11. I quite frequently say this. This is, what I think it's going to be, not what I want to see. And in terms of what I want to see, I don't want to see Kyle Walker. I really don't. I made my opinions very clear after Crystal Palace that he's just on and off the pitch just not good enough. As a captain, the stuff with Rico Lewis doing the interviews, like I said, the post-match interview, why he's doing that and not Kyle Walker. And then just his on-the-pitch performances, not good enough. I don't want to see Kyle Walker on the pitch. I really don't. But I know he's going to play. So again, this is a predicted 11, so I've got to put him in there because I know he's going to play. But I don't want to see him. I really don't. But yeah, I'm to be honest, I didn't make many changes from my previous predicted 11. In fact, I didn't make any at all. I just, again, like I said, just swapped Foden and Bernardo around. I didn't make any changes simply because I do not know how much Pep is going to value this competition. I imagine pretty heavily, which is why I didn't change it, because it's a pretty strong 11. So I don't think there's going to be any, Ortega in goal, because it's a cup match. Although it could surprise me. But I think because we haven't won it before, it's going to be something that he wants to win, so he's going to go for it. But again, like I said, I don't know the updates on the two injuries, the Haaland and Doku. I don't know the state of them. I don't think Doku should come in anyway, because Grealish is playing unbelievably well at the moment on that left-hand side, so I don't think I'd put Doku in anyway. But of course, if Haaland is fit, I would play him, because, I mean, we've been struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. There was that really, really awful stat when you look back on the result of the game. In the first half against Crystal Palace, every outfield player created at least one chance. And we only, we scored 2 goals in that game and we drew. So that's pretty poor. So we need someone to stick the ball in the back of the net. So again, if he's fit and there's nothing wrong with him, I would play him. But if he's only sort of 75% and there's a small risk, it's pointless. It's pointless. I would keep him on the bench. Give Alvarez more minutes in his more natural position. Hopefully he can turn his form around a little bit of late. And in terms of my score prediction, I'm going to go for a 3-1 City. I want to say 3-0 so bad. I do. I want to say 3-0, but I have no hope of us keeping a clean sheet against anybody at the moment. Anybody. Which is bad. We haven't kept... I mean, I went through all of this in the Crystal Palace review. We haven't kept a clean sheet since we played at Old Trafford. Which is at the end of October. That was when that match was. And now we're in the middle of December. And we still haven't kept one. So I can't back us to keep a clean sheet. Which is why I said 3-1. But I say 3-1 because I don't think this should be a match that should worry us too much. Because the opposition being new to us could surprise us. And could make a really interesting game, but in all honesty, I'm not, I don't think we'll see that. I think that the players know that this is an opportunity for a trophy. They've never played in this competition before. No, most of them haven't. I think Kovacic might have with Chelsea or Real Madrid. They've been in it a couple of times, but for the majority of the squad, they've never done this, so they'll want to win this. There'll be motivation. Maybe we'll see an upturn in performance finally, and actually win a game comfortably for once. So that's my prediction. That's my score prediction, my predicted 11. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. Let me know in the comments if you have any information on the opposition, because I'd like to know. I'm interested if you know anything about the team we're playing against, because I don't. And I'm willing to listen if anybody knows anything. But like I said, leave in the comments anything on what I've just said. Leave a like on the video as well if you would. Massively help us out. Lets people find the channel, get on the algorithm, and subscribe if you're new. Trying to reach 7k as quickly as possible. And I will see you after the conclusion of this match, where hopefully we have reached the final and have another chance of silverware.